Good day and welcome everybody. How are we doing today? It is Friday, right? It is Friday the 25th. We are getting ready for our 14th day of the group stage here in the Warcraft Super League. We have, once again, 3 matches today, as every day in the group stage. It's going to be Kaho versus Moon, Happy versus Colorful, and Sock versus FoCuS. That's a Pog champ, if ever I saw one. And turns out we're getting our first game here started already. Kaho versus Moon, first match of the day. It is the Night of Mirror. Between different playstyles, different regions, different souls, perhaps you could say. Kaho, by the way, is looking like the king of Night of Mirror right now, the king of Bear Mirror. Kaho was able to beat Colorful and Life back to back. Looked very close there. Against Life, it was supposed to be a closer series. Hold on, I gotta figure out who's who right here. Moon is in the blue, actually. So here we go. Starting things off on Hammerfall. We got Moon top left in the blue. And bottom right, Kaho in the red. And Moon is getting a little bit cheeky already. Going for the Ancient of War creep over here at the gold mine. Perhaps he's going to be thinking about an expansion. We saw Moon... Wait, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Two days ago, right? Yeah, Moon played against Lawlight, Night of Mirror 2 days ago. Where he had a game with Dark Ranger first. And a game with Naga first. Really interesting, but not very successful. It was Lawlight winning those maps and winning the series 3-1. Whereas Kaho has had a some very successful days here recently. Like I said, he defeated Kaho, he defeated Life. Excuse me, he defeated Life and then Colorful. Before that, also defeated Fly. Before that, though, he lost to Labby. But three-game win streak right now that Kaho is on. Whereas for Moon, it's a way different story. Moon has had a very tough time so far in this group stage. He is 1-6 in matches. Only one win against Starbuck early in the season. And Moon only has 10 points so far after 7 matches. That is not at all good. Less than 2 points on average per series. It is a double Demon Hunter start, though. This is not changing. Kaho did scout this early, but Moon should be getting the level up a bit earlier. Best item here would be Ring of Regen. Cost of attack +8. Also pretty good. Kaho, on the other hand, getting the ring and the Tome of Agi, no less. Very good. So with the expo cleared this early, this is looking likely like an expansion play then. Not necessarily, this might just be a bit of a ruse, but many of us know that Moon is quite fond of expanding, including in Night of Mirror. The Masked Dryad Expo used to be one of his signature strats on certain maps. Double claws on the Demon Hunter. Plus 13 damage, that ain't bad. Trying to save the archer, and save her he will. Oh, the Hydra. Slowing many of the units and heroes here. Oh, Moon! Oh, Moon! Has to TP out. The next hit might have killed him. It's gonna take a lot of Moon juice to recover. 2 wells now coming up. Those were also a little bit late, maybe.
A player's forces are under attack.
While we have Kaho at the shop going for them boots and a staff. And there's no way Moon can defend, expand right now. Needs to get some health back on this demon. Kaho would also love some more levels, some more items. There's Hunter's Hall coming up now for Moon, so it looks like this might just be Bear Mirror in the end. Unusual creep route to start things off. Don't tell me you're gonna lose the demon, that would be sad. But no, demon gets a level up here, picks up the ring. That's pretty good. And this might just be a very normal Bear Mirror. Double ring for the demon is nice, but you can see levels wise, Kaho is far behind. Tech wise, a little bit ahead.
Players' forces are under attack.
Double Keeper of the Grove then, I guess is what we're gonna be getting. Oh, Moon trying to aggro the creeps here. To mess with the opponent's natural creep. While the Demon Hunter creeping up in the middle. He's gonna get both consumables. This actually looks like a great start for Moon, isn't it? Lots of experience, lots of items picked up. Seems like Kaho is a bit behind after this early game. Only now getting that level 3. Didn't get the wonderful items from the center. And that's double invuln for Moon. On other maps, we might see some specialty strats by Moon. I mean, not necessarily, but there is a hope that we're going to see more than just Bear Mirror today.
A player's forces are under attack.
Not a bad start for Moon by any means. Didn't go for boots, by the way. Save those resources. While the Demon Hunter finds another ring of protection. That's not going to make it 3 in total, plus 11 armor. I guess he won't be able to hold all these items. He's also going to need staff, and maybe even an invuln. Wait, he's got the staff already. What am I talking about? I mean, he's going to need orb. Of course, at some point. Another defensive item here. Periapt of Vitality. It seems like, especially on Hammerfall, in Elf Mirror, we just see a lot of creeping at the moment. Creeping up. Tech into bears. Slow start. Did Kaho deny a creep, or why is he so far behind in experience? He didn't deny a creep, he just had the less efficient creep route, I guess. Moon went for this camp right away for instant level 2, and then he took this one. Kaho went for the contest, forced the TP out of Moon, but Moon was just able to creep up more at the same time. And so he's got the level 4 demon, he's got the health stone. I don't know what the item here was, but it was sold. Hammerfall was also the first map between Moon and Lawliot 2 days ago. There, by the way, just to get you in the right mood, there we had 3-3 finished before we had the first real fight. With expansions on both sides. That's the Moon, the map that Moon won. The one map that Moon was able to get against Lawlion. Alright, Kaho got the necessary levels as well. Demon 4, Keeper 3. Not bad, not bad. Moon is going to get the same. And indeed, Moon is going to have a little bit more experience, but not that big of a difference anymore.
player's forces are under attack.
Double parry up on the Demoner, so this is a super tanky first hero for Kaho right here. Going all defense. Sometimes we see Kaho flipping the switch and getting very aggressive all of a sudden out of nowhere. This has not yet happened here on the first map. Offensive Demon Hunter against defensive Demon Hunter as far as items go. We'll see what's going to come out on top. Oh, late with the Dispel against the Entangle. But using some against the Illusions. Illusions actually soaking up a good amount of damage here at the start of the fight. Slowly the Ancient of War is also entering into battle. Demon Hunter soaked up a lot of damage already. Getting entangled now. Heal Scroll comes through. Bear saved on Moon. No losses yet. That's about to change. 2 bears go down. Perfectly synchronized. Those are being traded. Demon Hunter staffing home. While also having to micro in this fight. Didn't drop the parry-ups actually. Wasting a lot of moon juice right there. But back in the fight. And Moon has a supply lead right here. Hold the phone right now. Staff to save that riot as well. Oh, the bear! Not quite getting away. Moon could have saved that one with a bit more attention. So I guess this fight favored Moon by a little bit. Still both are going to get back to 50 supply quickly. It was largely an even exchange, but I think Moon got a couple more kills. A little more experience right now for Kaho. But yeah, Moon has more experience for sure. Demon closer to 5, Keeper closer to 4. Keeper almost getting level 4 here. Demon Hunter solo creep. He wants to get that level up. Still has the Health Stone as well, by the way. Very, very strong item.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now Moon's starting to build a little bit of a bank. We got 1-1 upgrades against 1-2 upgrades with 2-2 about to finish. Moon clearly working with the lead right now. We got a heal scroll on each side. The man has sold one of the parry-ups. Still quite tanky though. This close to the main base. This should be an easy fight for Kaho. But Moon probably isn't really intending to fight here. Just forcing a reaction out of Kaho. Wait, Kaho is actually going into upkeep though. Moon is expanding. In the meantime, there's no scout yet for Kaho. Unaware of the ambitions of the opponent. In we go. Rejuve getting dispelled here. The Wisp detonates are looking very, very good. Good concave for Kaho as well. Rejuvenation running on the Demon Hunter. Staff to save the bear. Staff now not usable for the first hero. But Kaho seems to be looking very good in this fight. Invo Potion popped, holding on to the Health Stone still. Another detonate comes through. These Wisp detonates have been great. But a bear goes down. That's level 4. And now the Entangle could be a danger, but quick dispel. Demon Hunter running to the shop. Wait, is he dead? If he gets entangled again, could have been dangerous. But he does survive, and looks like Kaho this time does win the fight. Smashes the fight, pretty much. Got his own level 4, and the Demon Hunter is almost caught up in experience. There's the expo coming up. 40 seconds until it's up. Another 60 until the entangled's done. Moon even was up by 1 upgrade right there. The second attack. Waiting for one more rejuve. Maybe? Demon Hunter not quite yet. Full HP. There we go. One more rejuve and now. Back to business. This is Moon's win condition right now. If he can hold on to the expansion, this game should be his. And I think Kaho has still not scouted it, but he is making his way up there. Maybe trying to make sure there's no sneaky expo, but indeed there is. But he'll see that nothing has been mined yet. So this is basically just 400 gold. It hasn't paid off so far. Entangle on the Keeper. Not getting dispelled. Maybe Kaho is saving a bit of mana here on the Dryads. There won't be that much dispel available. 6 bears versus only 4, by the way. Looks like Kaho is having the way superior fight right now. Picking off 1 bear right there. This expansion does not seem to be working out. But if the demon goes down, all of a sudden there is certainly a way to win this game. Staff, just in time. Demon Hunter healing up from the Moonwells. Does he get 1 more rejuve? Ah, would have been sick. On the way back. Re-entering the fight. Almost full HP. Here's level 5. Totally overtook the enemy Demon Hunter. Moon somehow ends up getting level 5 later. But that health stone might be able to turn the fight. We'll see. Tanky Demon Hunter still hard to bring down. Staff perhaps not ready yet. Ooh, the demon! Getting rejuve there just in time. But Moon is losing more units on the back end. Dryad falls, Bear falls. Entangled still getting cancelled by 1 separated bear. It's gonna have double rejuve here. This bear, being the medic, has 2 heals available. 1 on the demon, 1 on a friendly bear. This expo is not yet up. But there's always the danger that it will start mining in a moment. Demon Hunter staffing out 1 more time. There's not much moon juice left. Almost nothing. And I don't think the tele staff is ready. Is it? Nope. It is not yet. 1 bear falls. Moon pressing on. Dryad count also seems to be getting very low here, by the way. Demon Hunter now back in the fray. That Dryad falls. That means no more dispel at the moment here in this fight for Moon. But also Keeper has no mana right now. Can this expansion start mining finally? Without that, it seems like Moon is going to be lost now. Still daytime for a short while. No moon juice regen yet. Also, of course, Kaho, dry, back at home. Low HP bears, chilling there, waiting for mana to return for the rejuve. But there we go. That was mining for just a moment. Oh, but he didn't actually get any gold out of it yet. Still full 10k in the gold mine. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, 10 gold mined. Hell yeah. That is not the greatest return of investment, if you ask me. This expo seemed to do Moon no favors. GG is called, and Kaho takes map number 1. Building again on his reputation of being absolutely amazing in the Elf Mirror. Map number 2. Coming right up. Do we have to play an ad break? Yeah, let's play a short ad break. But you won't miss anything as we start into map number 2. Oh, wait. Oh, the overlay's bugged. That's not good. Then we're gonna have to restart real quick. All right, second try. I think it should be working now. Oh, yes, indeed. That is good. Moon again in the blue. Spawning on the left-hand side over here. We got Kaho on the right. Nidals on this map basically always go for the Merc Camp creep. With the Demoner, looking for that fast level 2. So many great items you can pick up here. Ring of Regen is the Giga Nuts, absolutely amazing. Also, Claws is really good. Also, Periapt is good for the Demoner. Not good for many heroes, but good for the Demon. And Ring plus 5 is almost as good as Ring of Protection. Ring of Regen, I mean. Only bad items are Talisman of Evasion and Pendant of Energy. Everything else is good. Also Circlet, of course. Circlet always good for everybody. And that's a double Demon Hunter once more. Oh wait. I didn't update the score. There we go. Of course it's 1-0 for Kaho. Against Lawlight, Moon tried to play a fast expansion, but that was shut down heavily. Lawlight getting the cancel there 3 or 4 times against Moon's Expo. That threw him back super far on resources.
A player's forces are under attack. Is under siege.
Oh. One Wisp almost dying to the creeps. That's not what you want. Okay, but all's good. I guess they pulled and counter-pulled the creeps to make it easier / harder to creep the first camp. Talisman of Evasion. Unlucky drop for Kaho. That one doesn't help them. Whereas Moon is getting the Ring plus 5, which is absolutely tremendous. Demon running to the shop right away, so I guess he really wants to get that Circlet early. Of course, boots aren't available yet. Oof, Ancient of War here took a lot of damage. That was partly thanks to the green camp. But good execution. Ancient of War doesn't fall. That would have been a disaster. Wants to go to the marketplace. Sell the talisman. Something better. Oh, nice Wisp up, by the way. Moon over here has a Wisp ready to see if the enemy demon is going to the green camp, so that is successfully prevented. And Kaho could say wasting his time a bit here. Moon turns around the Ancient of War as well. Doesn't want to get aggroed on the creeps too early.
A player's forces are under attack.
Berserkers for both. Demon Hunter. Not buying anything though. We don't know what's in the marketplace, unfortunately, with this advanced overlay. I guess we also wouldn't know it with the standard overlay. Moon creeping up the natural. That is going to be level 3 nice and early. He's got a lot of armor on this demon. 13 points. That's really, really good. And again, Moon is creeping a bit faster than his opponent. I was wondering if perhaps he was going to sell the TP, go for boots and staff, but no. Only boots for Kaho right here. I think it's going to be very important for Kaho to always have a wisp close by here. Maybe on the other side of the tree line. Because Moon, you always want to be aware that he might be expanding at any time. Alright, taking another look at the marketplace. Buying a protection is what he does. Very popular move. Armor on the Demon Hunter. Very, very good. But right now it looks like Moon is the king of armor. Not Kaho. And that's going to be one easy kill. Shadow Priest taken out. And we're getting Double Keeper once again. Kaho gonna check for the Expo. There really should be a Wisp down here. He's kind of wasting his time right now. Running down here with the demon. Not creeping. And look at Moon. He keeps creeping. He doesn't need to be scouting with the first hero. He's getting damn close to level 4 already. This is poor scouting by Kaho. Why is there no Wisp over here? There's 2 Wisps over here. But most are in the main base. Too many are in the main base, I would say. Big contest, of course, always for the item right here. Oh, Ogre Magi not running back here for a little while. Moon has the advantage. He's got the Berserker still alive. It's a small advantage, but it is one. But now, there's no more mana for burn at the moment. Kaho's Demon can burn the Keeper. There it is. Could do it again. I think he should, shouldn't he? Waiting for Dryads. They're about to come out on both sides. Entangle, though, that's going to be an Archer kill. So 2 kills for Moon early in the game. Team Hunter really enjoying those rings of protection now. They prevented a lot of damage. But the demon has to run back to the main base. Is that enough time for Kaho to get the item here? I don't really think so. Demon Hunter is very hurt. Okay, he's committing to it. With the mana burn, he's going to try to get the kill. Oh, who's going to get the item? Last hit goes to Moon. Cloak to hide. And he's got the Invo Potion as well. Great move by Moon. This early game definitely goes to the Korean. That's quite the lead, actually. Big experience lead and item lead on the heroes for Moon. Still crazy to me that there's no Wisp here. That's just simply a mistake. There's gonna be no punish yet. No Expo coming up there yet. Look at the Demon Hunter though. Creeping up the next camp, or at least the item being taken away. Taking it from the enemy side. Moon got both center camps and he got this item. This is big wins for Moon. This game is looking absolutely fantastic. You got the first heal scroll as well. Another ring of protection for the demon. This game is looking pretty bad for Kaho, and I think most of it comes down to bad wisp scouting. He was wasting lots of time running around with the demon hunter, not creeping, because he was scouting with the demon instead of scouting with wisps. And he's still not really scouting well with wisps. He got 2 wisps here, but those don't really tell him anything. And look at Moon. Taking on the next camp. 4 2 levels against 3 2 levels. Keeper with some good DPS. Kaho is trying to force the TP home from his opponent, but by that time, this camp's going to be gone. And then on Kaho's side of the map, there's going to be almost nothing left to creep. Over the Magi for the Keeper, decent, but honestly, not super valuable. Kaho's Keeper has triple gloves, that's also pretty unlucky. Those have diminishing returns. Forcing the TP here. Can't take a fight now. Not with Moon picking up an Orb of Venom. Which he is about to. Moon has all the advantages here on map number 2. Beating Kaho in a bear mirror isn't easy, but it is doable. Kaho is showing some weaknesses in the early game. Not really having the best creep routes and not the best scouting. Moon's gonna get the next big turtle camp. And again, Kaho, why are there no wisp scouts? Again, he wastes his time going down here. He needed to go over here to contest this camp. Honestly, that's terrible scouting by Kaho this game. Item here was Quel'Thala's boots. Holy hell. Look at the demon. Plus 12.8 armor. That's completely ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's more than 50% damage reduction just from armor. And then evasion on top. 2-level lead on Moon. This game should not be winnable for Kaho. No double Orb of Venom yet, but we're gonna get that soon as well. Kaho made a Chimroost in the back of the base. Sometimes we're seeing this from Night Elves these days. How is there no Wisp here? Kaho, what is going on? If you saw the expo here, you should be going Chims to get ready for the fight. I think Moon is too strong, though. I think his heroes are too strong. The early game was too good. This expo should come up, and that should be the equalizer.
A player's forces are under attack.
Demon Hunter creeping up a bit more down here. Moon is playing a really good game, has to be said. Kaho should be solo creeping this camp with the Keeper to get closer to 3. He is indeed adding in a Chim. And there's not amazing anti-air yet for Moon. Oh wait, no, he's got the Ancient of Wind. He's got the right read. He's gonna have Hippogriffs coming out soon. This Chim attack will have to win the game, pretty much. Is Kaho gonna go into the enemy main base? Or to the expansion? We shall see. Oh, he doesn't even have a heal scroll. Buying Wand of Illusion. Who's coming in for the detonates? This is all in by Kaho. There is no plan B. Only one Chim. Will that provide enough damage? Oh no, never mind. 2 Chims. Okay, that's a lot more than 1. That's twice as much as 1, believe it or not. Nope. There should be a Beastbolt and a staff. Not even double Ober Venom on Kaho, by the way. Ooh, catching the GNL bear there. That is an instant kill on one bear right away. And the illusions are confusing the Hippogriff here at the start of the fight. Chim's doing a lot of magic, of course. They're on Shift Q against the enemy bears. Double level up all of a sudden. Wait a minute. Is Kaho doing this? In actuality. Magic damage indeed, working out well, but the Chims are now pretty much taken out. One has been saved to the main base. The Keeper! The Keeper for Moon goes down! No way. Moon, this was the perfect position for him. The perfect position for him. The best early game imaginable. But Kaho just seems to be the king of Night of Mirror, isn't he? Still, in this fight, it's only a fake Chim, but real Dryas and real Bears, and of course real heroes. Going for the Surround and the Demon Hunter as well with the Entangle. You open it up. Whoops. Able to fight out anyways, but the Moonju's now completely gone. Moon's Expo is mining, but he took so many losses. And that's gonna be it? No way, dude. Moon seems to be cursed in this tournament. He's oftentimes got good showings, good maps. Oftentimes he wins also some maps. Sometimes he looks brilliant. But the results are terrible in the end. Loses that map after the perfect early game. Oh my. Those Chims coming a bit too early. Moon wasn't quite ready. The Wand of Illusion, by the way, was a really smart addition as well. So the Hippogriff was confused with what to focus. But that has to be your game, dude. That has to be your game. Kaho on the way to do it again. 2-0 lead now for Wonder Boy. But what is up with Moon? What is up with Moon? How is he not able to win any series, man? Only against Starbuck on the second playday. Or was it the first playday? No, second playday. Something ain't right. Something's not right in Korea with Moon. This ain't it. Okay, third map. Concealed Hill. Might we see something different there? Everybody knows Podem is quite good on Concealed. Podem hunts. Not something that too many elves are playing. The game is crashing right now. What the hell? Oh, no. I am noticing heavy lags. Okay, is that the new patch? I don't know. Anyways, here we go. Map number 3. Cow up 2-0. Concealed Hill. Could be. Dude, this is lagging like crazy. What is going on? Hello? Warcraft has been having quite some performance issues for me lately. Dude, what the... Okay, I think I have to restart the game. Alrighty. Stop with the lag, please. Okay, second try. We got Moon up here in the top right. Kaho, bottom left. So, we have to keep a close eye on this altar right here. Is it just going to be another Demon Hunter game? Moon was, after all, very experimental against Lawleye 2 days ago. But here, so far today, it's been only Demon Hunter. And honestly, Moon had 2 good early games. He had a lead after both early games. But couldn't convert. It's Demon Hunter again. Damn. Moon is actually being very boring today. Normally Moon very often will try to avoid Bear Mirror. But not today. The frame rate is still low. Yeah, since the new patches, my Warcraft 3 performance has been quite a bit worse. Not too cool. But I think on the Twitch stream you shouldn't be able to see much of a difference. Moon has also been getting some great items throughout this series. So far, starting only off with Gloves of Haste. Of course, as we know, the Demon loves to find Rings of Protection. On this map, there's basically only 2 chances to get a ring. The first one is here, and the second one is here. And that's it. Did Moon play Panda here? Tavern Heroes or only Demon Hunter Bear Fiesta? It has been only Demon Hunter and Bears this whole series. Sadly. Alright, Moon again getting the better item. He picks up the slippers. It's a slight edge to have early on. And it's just a bunch of creeping. One of Illusion could help a lot with further creeping beyond this camp. Crystal Ball sold, Kaho sees no value in it. And Moon gets the Wand of Illusion again. Lady Luck really wants to see at least one more map between these two. Moon a lot luckier with these finds so far. Boots of Speed, picked up. Mirrored creep routes. Boots also for Moon this time. I think that was a Tome of Strength right there. (24 versus 25 strength. We're looking at everything right here. Wait. There's 1 strength point missing in comparison. Moon must have left a tome somewhere. Wait. Did he leave the tome over here? Ah, it might have been... No, it was Manual of Health, right? No? Wait, I'm confused. No, I think it was Manual of Health. Okay. Must have been. Okay. Warlord pull. Big item. Big last hit. Both are going to try to get it with the mana burn. And it goes to Kaho. Hood of Cunning for him. Decent item. Not amazing. And there Kaho a bit faster. Gets a big upgrade.
A player's forces are under attack.
And again, we're seeing a lot of creeping. This time around, Kaho is not behind in experience. This was the case so far every single map until now. Being very annoying with this Demon Hunter right here. And again, it's Double Keeper. I'm quite surprised that Moon is just playing the standard Bear Mirror here. And a bit disappointed as well. Maybe the loss to Lawlight with the unconventional playstyle soured his tastes. Or something more creative. And yeah, the mana burn right away. Keeper's gonna be out of mana instantly. That is so annoying. Oh, that is no good. Keeper down to 0 mana.
Player's forces are under attack.
Not in time for the cancel though. Another mana burn. God damn. Burning so much mana here in this game. Yo, thank you, JCellerX with the 2 gifted subs. To Twitch Seron and Dizzy Style. Thank you, thank you.
A player's forces are under attack.
Big mana potion was picked up against big healing. Oh, okay. Moon again with a great item. He found some amazing items. Slippers, big healing, Wand of Illusion. He still has that on the Keeper. That Wand of Illusion was partly responsible for Moon winning that first fight on Hammerfall.
Player's forces are under attack.
The Keeper's now solo creeping. Oh, this is a great camp for Moon, though. Looks like he's gonna get the Red Drake. Yo, thank you, the Lord of Tilt! Are we gonna hear the message? I guess not. Buying a Warcraft 3 Champions beanie, saying thank you guys so much for keeping this game alive after all these years. Thank you, Lord of Tilt, for the support. I hope you're gonna enjoy that beanie. Much appreciated. Keeper took a lot of damage here. And I guess Moon isn't done yet with the Red Drake. Not that easy to kill, it turns out, with Inner Fire and Heal. But now with the Orb of Venom, that should make things a lot easier. Scourge Bone Chimes here would be grand. Oh, if Kaho comes in for the steal of the item, that would be absolutely devastating for Moon. He needs this item. And he will surely get it. Oh, there it is! Scourge Bone Chimes. Dude, Moon's items are crazy good this game. Very lucky with the item finds. Oh, and what do we have here? It's a bottom third. Another Orb of Venom. Gonna be triple orb in the end, I guess. True Shot Aura first. Keeper level 3. Haven't seen a bottom third in a while. No, one bear might be getting caught here. But there is Dryad. There should be a staff. Nope. Never mind. No staff yet. Pot always kind of awkward to play with bears because, of course, those don't benefit from the true shot aura. Is it really the most logical hero? I guess in the end it's still going to be good for Dryads and ranged heroes, sort of. Right now in the field, way more bears for Moon, but the demon is in trouble and the demon is dead! Still no staff, no TP pass either. It seemed like he had the time to pass the TP, but failed to do it. First hero lost. Despite all these amazing items, it seems like Kaho is just the better player today. And will claim another win here, map 3. That is a very quick end to this series, 3-0. No Mercy by Kaho. And Moon's struggles continue. Oh my. Rough time for the legend here in the Super League. That was his 8th match already. 8 matches, 10 points. Only slightly more than 1 point per series. Damn. Moon is getting absolutely battered so far. Moon and Fly, those have had the toughest time. And also Starbuck. Oh boy. Oh boy. A moment of silence for the legend. Recently, unfortunately, his performances have been far from legendary. Well, I guess that's how it goes sometimes. Well, our next series coming up is hopefully going to be closer. Wait, let me update the score here real quick. 3-0, man. I can't believe that he didn't win Equiles. That game, he was so insanely far ahead. Not looking promising for the old goat. I'm looking at my Taskmaster right now. Task Manager, I mean. Looks like my PC is kind of laggy at the moment. NordVPN is taking 5% of my CPU. What's that about? Be gone, NordVPN. End task. Alright. Well, the second series of the day is going to be coming up in a moment. Happy versus Colorful. We just saw a 3-0, and to be honest, it's not super unlikely we might see a 3-0 here. But perhaps not. Most recent match between Happy and Colorful was very close. It was in the B Cup 19, where Colorful came closer than almost anybody else to beating Happy. 3 to do there, but before that, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 2-0, 2-0, 3-0, 2-0, 3-0. You can see the pattern. It's a 96% win rate, which is insane, by Happy against Colorful. Last time Colorful was able to beat him was last year in July, basically exactly 1 year ago. And it looks like our next map is about to be ready. Alright. Last Refuge. The first map for us in this series. Off we go. Map number 1. Is the overlay working? I do think so. Guys, I gotta get a little bit of water real quick. I will be right back. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Last Refuge. Popular Expo map for some players. Especially Labby playing Lich Expo here has always been quite fun. But Happy normally much more of a one-base player, isn't he?
A player's forces are under attack.
Classic Acolyte pull. Gonna slow down the demon creeping here by a little bit. Oh, wait. Acolyte number 7? Oh, Colorful is seeing it, though. Excellent Wisp Scout. Spots it right away. And here is the demon. He's got the Ring of Protection. Perfect item for the first little push. Happy, though, bringing 4 ghouls. So he's trying to make sure this creep camp is going to be finishing without too much interference. Here comes the first detonate. Didn't use the skull yet. Doesn't want to get it dispelled, of course. Happy didn't use the coil before getting burned. Kind of surprising. Oh, could be a good detonate here. Happy's trying to avoid getting multiple skellies detonate. That is successful so far. Archer. Where's the Archer? There she is. Joining in now finally. But Colorful's getting ready for the counter expansion already. Demon Hunter. Alright, he didn't go Immolation. So without Immolation, there's not really big pressure against the Expo here. I wasn't expecting fast Expo by Happy on this map. But I guess it makes sense. It is the same ease of creeping as on Echo Isles. It's just a lot easier for the Demon Hunter to get here quickly. But Colorful didn't feel that he could do a lot of damage here early on with Immolation, so it was instead the mana burn. Both heroes still level 1. Demon Hunter keeps sticking around, pretending like he wants to go for a cancel, but he knows he can't get it. Again, it's all about the Tree of Life, making sure this one comes up without getting cancelled. Now Happy sees the circlet away. That's very annoying for Colorful. Needs to get a staff now. Is there a time to get the cancel here? I don't really think so. And Happy doesn't think so either. He's just going to keep creeping. Get that level up. And the demon is indeed looking a bit underleveled right now. Sentry ward for Happy. Very good for vision. He's bringing a lot of ghouls up here. Oh my god, that is so many. What the hell? 8 ghouls in the attack. Excuse me, 9 ghouls in the attack. Is he just gonna kill the Tree of Life? Where are the archers? Archers are running too far away. Oh, and Colorful getting surrounded. Telestaff on cooldown. Oh, Colorful. Not with a proper movement. Archer's too far away and the Demon Hunter too close. Oh, the worst of both worlds. Demon Hunter dies. That is a bad, bad sign. And Heavy might even be able to save those low HP ghouls. And we got the protection against the archers as well. It's going to be another loss. Where's the demon? Coming back from the altar. Even if the Tree of Life doesn't fall, the delay is still immense. While of course Happy is setting up his own expo. Going to be fully mining here in just a bit. With the Death Knight close to 3 already. And now Happy can get cheeky with the creeps here. Demon Hunter's still level 1. Oh man, that is so bad. Yeah, that was uncharacteristically bad micro by Colorful, to be honest. Like, if you get the Demon Hunter surrounded, then at least the archers should be in the perfect position. But the archers were in the wrong position, and the demon was in a bad position. But now with the Naga at least, Colorful can stabilize, wants to take this item away. Happy though, right behind him, with again a bunch of ghouls. Demon gets to level 2. One archer is gonna be going down though. Oh, DK now, taking quite some damage. 1 or 2 ghoul kills here might be possible. As the Tree of Life needs to get this expo going. Double circlet of the Death Knight. Just got the level 3 with the ghoul creeping simultaneously. But he's pretty hurt still, so can't do too much here anymore. He's got a big experience lead. Big XP lead over the Demon Hunter. That's not great. This demon needs to be higher level. He needs to be level 3 ASAP. Getting double ring is really good though, at least.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Happy's mining and mining. Oh, Invis potion for him. We might get cheeky over here at the Rock Golem camp. If he just gets the item, this would be a big win for him already. There's not too much else he can do right now. Maybe he could creep... I guess he could creep something with the ghouls. Creeping this camp, for example. Or also quite a few other camps. Is he gonna try to get the last hit as well? Or only the item? Ah! Both! And he stole it! He might be dead though. If he gets blocked right here, trying to get into position to staff out, and gets away. Cost him the invuln. Sells the item right away. The Quel'Thala's boots, not so good for him, but it would have been great on the demon. Gets the item and the last hit. My dog. Happy. The gangster. Getting away with daylight robbery. On the way to tier 3, double slaughterhouse, lich coming up. All looking pretty standard. Our Soren X with the resub. Thank you very much. Bad start for Colorful. Of course, when you lose the first hero in the early game, it's always a bad, bad sign of things to come. Especially against a player like Happy, who almost never gives up a lead. It's gonna be a fast level 4 Death Knight. Great to have. This camp is pretty hard to creep, as it turns out. Happy needs to shuffle lots of ghouls. Maybe Colorful should have been aggressive here. After the DK was low HP. Difficult to say though. So he got both consumable items, but sold them. One was one of mana steal and the other one I didn't see. And look at the ledge. Oh my. Plus 10 int right away. And gloves are faced. Amazing start for the Lich. Instantly turns him into a strong hero, even on only level 1. And the next big item. Lots of wonderful drops to enjoy right here. Cloak of Flames would be the only really bad one, I think. Cadgas Pipe. Things are not getting easier for Colorful. Crossbus 12. That's good for the Naga as well. Not the same level of quality as the pipe, though. One of the Wind, not so good. Especially against Dryads. That one will most likely be sold, but Happy's getting ready for the big timing attack. Tier 3 is done, he's got the Orb, and Frenzy and Destroyers are coming. Colorful somehow stayed even in supply. That's actually wild to me. How did he manage that? He lost the hero, and his expansion was way later. How is he even in supply? That's kind of crazy. What's the gold difference here? It's a 1500 gold difference in the gold mine, plus Demon Hunter loss. Well, just because he's even supply doesn't mean he's going to win the fight. That's a lot of ghouls, by the way. Holy hell. First Destroyer is morphed. Demon needs to staff out right away. Needs to heal as well. One Moonwell goes down. Supply block now on the elf. Colorful. Looking for the right time to engage. When's that gonna be? Coil Nova. Ouch! Lots of damage. Invul comes in. Didn't block the damage from the coil. Good mana burn now on the Death Knight. All of a sudden, not much mana left on that hero. Aggressive coil against the bear. Nova in as well. The bears are absolutely melting. One by one. And of course the Cadgas Pipe is going to be regenerating mana all the time. A couple of ghouls went down, but we still have a bunch left over. It's not even like Happy lost all of them. Good Fiend count as well with 2 upgrades. Very strong against the Dryads especially. Dust, Fork Lightning, that's 2 kills on the Fiends. Not bad. Demon Hunter trying to heal from the Moonwells. Can Colorful hold here? Maybe he can. Happy's out of mana now. Still up a lot in supply though. Death Knight all of a sudden dropping very low HP. Has to TP away. Happy doesn't want to lose the first hero and then lose everyone else. Good Dust. Another kill. Taking out a Fiend. And Colorful stays alive. But finds himself far behind in supply. Happy got the level 5 DK in the meantime. And now we're getting some A-bombs in as well. The Ghoul front line has served its purpose, did a good job, but now time for Ghoul is over. Now the time of the A-bombs has come. Now gets the item here, Circlet. Gonna be one bear though again, lost. Easily picked off. And the Cadgas Pipe now is absolutely insane. Oh, he's cornered. Doesn't have a TP. With staffs, the heroes can get out, but the Dryads will not be so lucky. Again, more army eliminated. Happy here. Absolutely ruthless. Colorful trying to cobble together again. Not gobble. Gobble. Cobble together again an army, but it's too many losses, man. Can't recover that fast. Happy gonna take this 1-0. No question about it. Happy supply honestly wasn't dipping that much. I think he got down to like 60. Was the lowest after the beginning of the push. Excellent micro, of course. Unhappy as always. Losing some fiends though. The dust does help. Demana once again, very hurt. Staff back home. The moon juice is still looking good. Demon Hunter indeed hasn't fallen yet, but so many units have gone down. I really like the 2 attack upgrades by Happy as well. Fork Lightning, good. Taking out the Wisps, taking out the Expo, TP out. No need here to stick around anymore. Nice unburrow there towards the end. And that's gonna do it. Happy takes map 1 with a very, very strong game. I don't know if there was a single mistake on that first map. Colorful making 2 big ones. Archers running too far away, being out of position. And of course the Demon Hunter getting surrounded was the most painful one that threw him, obviously, behind. Colorful's gonna have map pick for our second encounter, and I think they haven't started yet. Echo Isles will be map number 2. Another great map for Fast Expo. Doesn't mean Happy has to go for it. Maybe Happy today is going to go for a bit of a switch around and trying to keep Colorful guessing, trying to keep him confused. Maybe on the harder Expo map, he plays expansion. On the easier one, he doesn't play. We'll see. Or, of course, it could just simply be another expansion without too much fuss about the details. Expo, indeed, is very strong on this here map. We're gonna need a stronger Demon Hunter, faster on higher level. Wait. Ancient of War creep here is very, very unusual. Normally we always see it over here at the Merc camp. You get the fast level 2 Demon, Mercenaries, you keep creeping, you get a fast level 3, pick up Boots. And then you're gonna be very strong from that point on with level 3 and Boots in the early tech phase. Why is he going for this creep route? Is he afraid of getting pushed? So with his opening, I think Colorful has to play aggressive, right? It's going to pick up the item here right away and then run south to Happy's Expo. It's the only thing I feel like that makes sense here. Quite surprised to see this. Seems to me like the only big benefit here is being safe against the tower push. Of course, also with this opening, like I said, you can pick up the item and then be aggressive. The thing is that when you creep the Merc camp, you get a fast level 2, a great jump start to the Demon, but the Undead is going to be very much left alone for the first couple of minutes of the game, so it's an easy expansion every time. However, if Colorful wants to play aggressive here, if Happy deals with it well, then this aggression shouldn't really do too much. But there is no 7th Acolyte coming. Looks like Happy is indeed not going for the expansion this time.
A town is under
Demon lost the Scout
Player's
Wisp.
forces are under attack.
Doesn't know exactly where the DK is right now. Thank you, Albs, with the resub. Says, love the Super League. Thanks for casting. Thank you for the support. I'm enjoying the Super League as well. How could you not? All the best players in the world together in one league. All the best players in the world with only Soin missing, I would say. I'm really missing Soin in this tournament. I feel like he should be here instead of Fly, to be honest, but it is what it is. Oh, Happy, wasting a bit of time here, trying to go to the green. But there's nothing left there for him to pick up. No level 2, no next item.
A player's forces are under attack.
Getting it now, though. Item on the ground. Oh, can the demon steal it, maybe? Might be impossible to click at the moment. Oh, and almost surrounded. Kind of stuck against the trees. Oh, but he's got the cloak. Oh, sick. He got the Cloak of Shadows, so he can always just hide when he wishes. That's a lot of damage on the ghouls, by the way. Ritual Dagger would be insane here, but Happy... Oh, no, he does have one. For some reason, I didn't see that for a second.
A player's forces are under attack.
Trying to bait the Demon in. Oh, look at that healing on the ghouls, by the way. Bazinga. Happy wants to keep on creeping. Takes a circlet once again. Good for him. And also taking it away from the Demon Hunter. Classic move. One ghoul is going to go down here. Demon got the last hit. Picked up the experience. Finds himself now quite hurt. And far from level 3. This would be the perfect game for Happy to go for a Naga second, actually. Would have a lot of impact here. Oh. Boots. Very often will also mean Naga. The Naga would also secure this creep going to him. So that would make sense. The boots purchase will slow down Happy's tech by a good bit. 25 seconds to be precise. And it's going to be a counter Naga right away. Aggressive Coil comes in. Only level 1 mana burn. Not that big of a danger right now. This Knight of Naga is dead unless he passes the TP. He's too slow without boots. Happy's Naga with boots and aura. Super fast. And that's the kill. That's level 3 DK as well. He's going to have 1 coil to use in a couple seconds. While tier 3 is coming up. Happy is delaying the slaughterhouse just by a bit. But we'll have that coming in a moment.
The player's forces are under attack.
Big consumable goes to Happy. Score the beast. Rather weak. That one's going to be sold. Purchasing more damage items. Mantle, claws, and gloves. Purchased here from the market. Lots of gold invested. But those are great items for Naga and also for the Lich. And Happy might go hunting for more items. He could pick up claws here and here. And that wouldn't even be too hard. Ghouls now being kept in the main base. Right now, when Dryads are on the field, is with the time the ghouls don't want to fight. Not until they have Frenzy, normally. Happy's looking for a Creepjack. Looking everywhere on the map, but missing Colorful. Can't find him. And so this camp will be level 7, level 7? Level 3 Demon Hunter. Why did I say level 7? That's nonsense. Good items for the demon. Double ring. Very, very nice. And those claws should be given to the Naga then. Also really good. Talisman of Evasion. Not a good item. Oh, and look at Colorful. Taking the next item from the enemy side of the map. This is a really good move. Really good creeping here by Colorful. This has to be commended. So the Magi, really good item for the Naga as well. It's gonna have a lot of bonus damage. Happy's waiting for the Lich, Frenzy, and Destroyer. The classic tier 3 undead power timing with the orb, of course. Being very valuable there. Wait, we got a Sacrificial Skull. Is Happy gonna expand here? Well, looks like he is. Is that still the Scouting Acolyte? I'm not sure if that's... that? Oh, but the Wisp. Colorful may have seen it with the Wisp, in fact. Good Wisp positioning, good Scout. All of Corruption picked up. Just if the creeps are in a weird spot over here. Happy wants to take the next camp for himself. Lich is going to be very underleveled this game. Even Frost Armor will be quite late. Another circuit for Happy. Lots of stat boost from all these items he picked up. And level 4 Death Knight once again. Great to have before the first real fight of the game. And the level 3 Naga as well. With the Expo coming up. 30 seconds out now. Creep Jank opportunity here for Colorful, maybe. Nova Fog Lightning, though. Lots of damage right away, and the Naga is forced to TP out instantly. She's the frail hero, of course. With the TP, he gets away, but that is the camp now easily going to Happy. There was one ghoul traded for 2 archers and a dryad and a TP. Happy is looking absolutely dominant so far this series. Expansion now mining. Looks like not much can go wrong for Happy here anymore. Colorful is there still a way back into this game? Normally we talk about level 5 Demon Hunter being a possible win condition. But against Undead Expansion? Not so sure, man. Lich also gonna get level 2 right here. Or maybe not quite. Happy got a Solar Mask, by the way. Some very strong items for Happy as well in this series. And it is level 2. 4, 3, 2 levels. Very, very powerful timing for Happy here once again. It seemed like every moment in the game, he was looking strong. Never seemed to have a moment of weakness, really, that Colorful could exploit. Colorful's trying to counter expand, but if that's gonna finish, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Happy knows he's got all the cards in his hands right now. Cool Scout caught. So Happy didn't actually see what was going on here, up at the gold mine. Happy's got a big ass army though. Adding in the late game A-bombs as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, now Happy knows. Now he knows where he has to attack. And also, I guess, kind of when. Although he can choose freely the moment at which. As long as he doesn't wait too long. Happy's upgrade's not the most insane. He's kind of low on lumber. Only 2 ghouls back at home. Maybe these two should join the workforce.
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy makes his way to the Tree of Life. Seems like life won't even, Colorful won't even be able to stop this now, will he? Happy has the opportunity to TP away after getting the objective, or he could just stay for the fight. Nope, he will not. TPing out. Not even losing any units. Both fiends saved on low HP. Just... Happy's like Teflon, dude. You can't get through him.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think I want to say Kevlar, not Teflon. I guess with Teflon he would rather be slippery. Anyways, Colorful here with a last-ditch effort, trying to break the undead expansion. As you can see, it is a labored effort, and not going to be a successful one in the end. One Spiritar would be big as well, but I guess not necessary. Fiends are providing enough piercing damage. Still a couple of kills here, thanks to the dust against the burrow, but now the dust is over. Fiends can be saved. And it's just a shooting gallery. Double the supply. Unhappy. We're gonna go to map 3 with Happy up 2-0. Very one-sided series so far today. Moon was very, very close to winning one map against Kaho. He really should have won that one map, to be honest, but didn't. Colorful so far never got the lead. Happy never allowed the lead. Happy always in control, exactly aware what to do, going for the perfect plays at all times. Happy is simply a monster in this matchup. This is still the case. This is why Happy has a 96% win rate. Let me say that again, 96% win rate against Colorful. And now he is very close to building on that once again. Alright, Colorful's gonna have another map pick. It looks like we didn't quite start the next map just yet. Autumn Leaves seems to be the choice. Of course, we're going to have one more series after this one. That's going to be SOC versus FoCuS. Hopefully there we're going to have a close series finally. I mean, I would love for Colorful here to bring it back, take 2 maps, bring us to a 5th map decider. But history does not point in that direction. Perfect start for Happy so far. Happy is, of course, well, I guess, he's not strictly speaking the point leader, but he is the score leader. Happy didn't play as many matches as some of the other players in the tournament, but he got the most points per series, which is a better indicator of who's actually done the best so far. Happy didn't lose a series yet. He's 4-0. Only lost a couple of maps. And today, he might not even lose one. If here also he finds success. No ghoul pulls today by Happy. Ghoul pull would have been very effective here. That would have been a cancel for sure. Nothing crazy here, nothing wild. No warden, no tavern hero. No keeper, God forbid. Looking like one base game here again by Happy. No sacrificial skull. No second base attempt. Acolyte denied by Happy. Of course, as if we should expect anything else. Demon Hunter though still gonna get a fast level 2 from this camp. Pick up 2 items. Cloak and gloves, really not the best. But better than nothing. Colorful trying to mess with Happy's creeping up here. Good mana burns. Can prevent a lot of coils. Alright, that was nice. Excuse me. Colorful would absolutely love to get this last hit or a juicy detonate. But couldn't get it. Happy picks up the next item. And once again, starting to look quite stacked for the heroes later. Going for the boots once more. So this is looking like Naga again. It's going to be 4 items for the Naga instantly. Happy might even catch the Archer right here. This series, just everything seems to be going right for Happy. Whatever he's trying to do, he's got the Midas touch right now. Rest of the Archers at least get away. Back to the main, back to the Moonwells. There's a Skelly in the middle. But I think it's not gonna be in time to get out the Naga. I have to wait a little bit longer there as well. Night Elf tech just 1 or 2 seconds faster. Oh, Happy forgot about the ziggurat. Whoops. That's a big macro mistake. It's gonna cost him the timing on the Naga. He's hunting for wisps in the main base, but good save so far. I think only a single wisp here had to be detonated. Juggling into the gold mine. Minimal losses. So this is normally where Happy wants to go for the Naga then now. Or is he actually going Lich? Ziggurat almost done. But Colorful gets the second hero first. DK also a bit bruised already. Here comes the Naga. Items dropped on the ground. Gonna be 1 ghoul for free. Can the Naga survive this, though? We saw that earlier. Naga being taken out quickly. But if you get a couple of ghoul kills in exchange, I think it's going to be fine. 2 ghouls have gone down. Naga does fall, though. Happy's Naga now going to have to run as well. Low HP. That wasn't the worst for Colorful. He got 2 ghouls. Naga res is only 170 gold. The Demoner keeps on creeping, so he is gonna be level 3 here pretty soon. Happy looking a little bit behind in experience. But I guess here at the Warlord he's gonna get a big chunk as well. That should be enough for the level up. Book of the Dead. Pretty bad. And there should be 1 more ghoul going down. Alright. 3 ghoul kills in the early game. That is absolutely not bad. Oh, some archers, though, might also be dying in exchange. With a cold arrow. So, 3 ghouls versus 2 archers and a Naga. I guess it still favors Happy in the end. And maybe some wisps. Shop coming up. I like the base layout, by the way. It's wide open, so you can always get between these buildings with heroes and bears and dryads. When your base is too narrow and you're stuck behind your own buildings and the frenzy ghouls are running rampant, this can be very problematic, so you want to have a rather open base against undead and more closed off against other races. Yo, 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 what's going on here? Charty with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much. That is wonderful. I appreciate the support, man. Got some good items here on the Naga. We got some good items on the Demon. But Happy also has got some nice ones. I'm a big fan of one of Mana Steal against Team Hunter. I feel like Happy soils it though most of the time, which I don't think is correct. And oh, doesn't sell it this time. And Happy again gonna try to go for the tier 3 expo. This seems to be something he's very fond of at the moment. You see that done most of the time. And the end expansion finishes pretty fast. Takes only about 2 minutes. Good level ups at least around the corner here for Colorful. 4 and 3 on his 2 heroes. Happy already going for the red camp. Trying to surround the big boy rock golem. Granite golem. Look at this waterfall, by the way. Beautiful. So serene. Oh, here comes the creepjack. Happy though gets the last hit and the item. Ooh, and the Demoner taking a lot of damage right there. Rejuve running on the invuln. Happy could dispel this. Oh, Naga in trouble as well! And the Naga goes down. She had the TP. Had the TP but didn't use it. Well, now the Demoner has to do it all by himself, I suppose. There were quite a few losses for Happy here. He lost almost every single fiend. If the Naga was still here, this would be wonderful. Demon Hunter getting more kills. There we go. Picks off another one. But Happy also getting some pickoffs. Expansion is coming up. Don't have the Nerob there yet, but could be upgraded, no problem. Demon Hunter low HP now. Will have to get another source of healing. And now Happy got the level 4 DK, level 3 Naga. And the Lich getting closer to 3 as well. Demon Hunter not in time for a cancel right here. Colorful is trying to counter expand, but again, it's gonna be a lot later. Can the Demon Hunter level 5 perhaps turn this game? Well, the expansion won't be finishing, so that's not going to be part of the equation. I'm quite surprised Happy is keeping the medallion on the Death Knight. Normally we see that rather on the Lich or Naga. Okay, there we go. And the Lich now 3 as well. Very, very strong levels for Happy. 4-3-3, that's where you want to be. With an expansion, can't ask for more. Colorful trying again to expand, but it's going to take a total of 3 minutes for this one to be done here. Alright, the demon gets to level 5. He's got a very strong mana burn now, but the army is still small. Only 43 supply. And Happy's playing very passive. Staying on his side of the map for a long, long time. But now he's moving out finally. Got the invuln and heal scroll. Double invuln in fact. And now spending all his resources, getting ready to the fight. Bringing in the ghouls as well. A-bomb's already part of the army. He's got the disease. Little rat over here, hoping to be left alive despite disease. Alright, Colorful. If Colorful can hold here, he's got a decent chance at winning. But that's a big if. Against the 15 supply lead on Happy. Quite a bit of gold on Colorful. Didn't fully spend it yet. And the bears. Oh boy, the bears are again melting. The magic damage and the piercing is being used against the dryads, where there is no damage reduction to consider. Unlike the bears. The Mounts are very hurt as well. He is staffed out. In the meantime, though, the rest of the army has vanished. Not fully, but mostly. Don't let the rat enter the ship that's going to Europe. The Black Plague rat. It reminds me of Nosferatu. Did you guys see the new Nosferatu movie? It was really good. Robert Eggers, great director. Same as Happy, who's a great director of the Undead Forces. Flawless showing by him today. This is going to be the 3-0. Another W in a long list of wins against Colorful. Demon Hunter, his end will once again signal the white flag. And that is game. 3-0 for Happy. No mercy. No chance for Colorful. And we are getting through these games today in record time. Wait a minute. It's not even 2 hours. That's pretty crazy, dude. We're 2 hours in. Not even 2 hours in. And 2 series already done. Not the most close and exciting games today, to be honest. Colorful against Happy. Pretty one-sided on all 3 maps. Moon got close to winning once. Maybe even 2 times if you want to be generous. But in the end, the winner was still Kaho. So, we got one more series for today. A Korean Derby. SoC versus FoCuS. Interested in this series. This one, I think, should be a lot closer. If we look at the standings, what do the numbers tell us? It's rank 12 for SoC against rank 7 for FoCuS. FoCuS has had a pretty tough time, though, so far in the Super League. Not graced with too many wins. He's one of 2 orcs with Fly who've been suffering. Fly, of course, a lot more. FoCuS, though, winning the last 2 matches. Before that, this was going back and forth. Early in the year, it was a good win streak for SoC. And historically, it's heavily in favor of FoCuS, actually. I guess that is dating back many years. So these players are very well acquainted with each other. FoCuS on paper perhaps seems to have a bit of an edge recently, but like I said, in the standings in the Super League group stage, FoCuS has not had the best of times. 2 and 4 only. Like I said though, last couple of days, if FoCuS can win his next 2 matches, all of a sudden his outlook is going to be a lot better. So this game and the next one that's coming up, whenever it is, big chance for FoCuS to turn things around. For SoC also, he had an interesting course to get through here. First 3 matches, 3 wins. Then, the next 3 matches, 3 losses for Sock. So, started off with a high and continued on into a low. But then, on his 7th match, he got a win again against Fly, 3-0, pretty one-sided. Fly is the one who's getting abused right now by everyone, it seems. Now against FoCuS, I would imagine this should be a much, much closer series. And I wonder, how much Pele rifles is it going to include? Because Pele rifles against Orc is very much still a potent strategy, as it seems. However, Sock was never the best Pele rifle player. He was a lot worse than the other 2 great humans. 3 great humans. Infi, 40, and Starbuck. All 3 played much better Pele rifle than Sock, but that doesn't mean he didn't play it. That doesn't mean he didn't win with it, because he certainly did. At times. It might take a moment or 2 to get the first map rolling. Maybe they're gonna be doing the vetoes first. Let me take a look. Okay, looks like the vetoes were just done. Okay, let me go to the restroom for just a moment, guys, and then we're gonna check out the first game. I'll hurry real quick. Ah! Ah! Fucking hell. Ah. I just stubbed my toe. Ah, shit. Ooh, that wakes you up real quick. Ow. Okay. We're gonna be fine. Okay. We got our next match coming up, FoCuS versus Sock. Let's get that game on the road. First map for us gonna be Twisted Meadows. I feel like the last couple of days we've seen way too little of this beautiful, big map. Big, beautiful map. Which is the one map where with certainty we will not see Pele rifles. In before we see a shocking Pele rifles here after all. But no, indeed. It's not. It's Archmage, it's Footies, it is standard opening. And that should mean Archmage, MK, casters, 1 base, most likely. Francis in the chat is saying perfect spawn. Maybe he's talking about the Rock Golem pull. On the top left, the Rock Golem pull is by far the easiest to do. You can pull in the creeps. With wolves, you can take out the Rock Golem early. And I've seen some orcs lately, instead of going for early harass and try to slow down AM level 3, trying to go for heavy creeping themselves, going for creeps, going for mercs, trying to get level 3 quick, or at least get close to it. And if you have Farseer and a bunch of mercenaries, and headhunters of course, then you can often defend well against the AM3 pressure. I saw a game here recently. It was Fly versus... Ah, shit, was it Infi? Where Fly also went for the creep early on and found a row with the Magi. And that item is just so insanely good on int heroes.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he almost won that game. Amazing game for the Farseer. He was level 6 in the end. He had like 25,000 damage or something. Okay, and that's a successful trap. Alright, well done. Burrow creep helps getting this early. I always get a bit nervous when I see this. I've seen orcs deny this too many times. Whoa, that was really close. That was almost a burrow deny. Millisecond. But he gets the experience. AM gets quickly to level 2.3. Wealth allows boots. It's a shame nobody expands anymore in this matchup. Humans, of course. Fast Expo is what I'm talking about. And there we go. This is FoCuS trying to go for the Merc creep early. Shadow Priest, great to have. Berserker, great to have.
A player's forces are under attack.
Items for FoCuS, not so good from this camp. Of course, the Scourge Bone Chimes is quite nice indeed later on. When we have lots of Grunts, Raiders, TC. Archmage though, he's getting level 3 quickly, and here is the push. Of course, this is no surprise. When the human is left to his own devices, he gets that level 3 fast, and here is the base attack. But we have a bit of Dispel here from the Shadow Priest. Not that much, though. And the Berserker is a great help as well. And the Farseer is 2.5, so a couple kills would get him to 3. A little bit more experience right there, courtesy of the Water Alley. Would love to see healing now turned off. To keep some mana for Dispel.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pretty uneventful game so far. Just creeping up. Sucker's gonna come back for a follow-up attack. Oh, it focuses in the perfect spot. Happens to just be walking into the human. Can he get the burrow cancel though? There is defend now, so it's kind of hard to deal with the footies. But the wolves, I guess, they do it pretty well. There's another dispel. It's gonna be another elemental going down. Shadow Priest is easy to kill, but now having used his mana, losing that unit, not so important anymore. Nice little deny there as well, and it's the Farseer who's taking a little bit of an experience lead.
A player's forces are under attack.
So far, well played by FoCuS. Defending this without any difficulty, really. Now setting up the tier 2 buildings. Perhaps they are a little bit delayed. As indeed, the Power Build Sanctums should be finishing faster. Double Sanctum it is. Casters into Breakers it shall be. Oh, and the AM does want a little bit more. Not satisfied yet with the damage he did to the Orc base. And that should be one cancel at least. Oh, wait, is it? Yeah, surely. Building cancelled. A little more experience with the Farseer. Might get close to 3 here if he gets a couple kills. Chain Lightning. It's gonna be 2 peons probably. I mean, footy's going down. No Shaman though. No Shaman for quite some time. Oh, the Wolves Not chasing the footies. Lucky to get out of this. With slightly better targeting, I think FoCuS could have gotten one there. But he was worried about losing the Berserker. Didn't lose it though. Kept it alive. Can keep creeping with it. Good deny as well. Alright, MK is out. We're ready to creep. Militia and footies and mercs. He's got the regen scroll all ready to heal up the footies after. I like that. And the AM is going to look for a cancel again. Look at that. Is he going to get it? He's very hurt himself. So he's going to have to back off here in a moment. But yeah, that is another cancel. And now maybe FoCuS going to say, screw it. No lodge this time. He's a bit too low on lumber now, I guess. Setting the peon over to the natural. Looking for that expo play. Wait, is the peon gonna die here? Oh, peon! Just run! Just run! Oh, FoCuS. Losing the peon here. That slows down the expansion. That did not quite go according to plan. Oh, and the first raider. Caught with the Stormbolt. Easy kill. All of a sudden it's looking rough. Maybe TC Aura was a mistake. Maybe with Stomp. Could have saved the lodge in the main base. Scroll the beast popped. FoCuS wants to get something done right here. Kodo Beast devouring one of the water elementals. There's still another one on the field. AM now pretty low on mana. Shockwave, of course, instead of Stomp for this game. Realizing that there's going to be Breaker casters later on. Militia trying to join the fight. Invoke Potion. He's still holding on to that heal scroll, by the way. Trying to get the big kill on the Burzy. Oh, he's chasing really far, but can't get it. TC slowed and now in a bad position. Has to be given the TP here. Oh, positioning here is really off by FoCuS. What's going on? Berserker doesn't want to lose that, but he will. That's level 3. The Grunt over here. Slowed down as well. Easy catch for the MK it should be with the boots and the Stormbolt. And that's the big lead going to Sock. Expansion has started, but way later than it should have. The first couple of minutes were looking great for FoCuS this game, but Sock at some point did find the damage he needed. Did find the delay on the lodge that he needed. So could counter expand, or he could just go for the push and the decision. Orc army not looking too impressive here. We finally have some shaman, but no adept training yet. And this army size is not very convincing. Oh, we're gonna have some footies harassing in the main base against the peon line.
A player's forces are under attack.
FoCuS trying to stall.
The town is under siege.
Okay, Watch Elemental dispelled. Shaman out of mana already. Shockwave, Chain Lightning, decent damage. Heal scroll against it though. Kodo's coming in, trying to devour. Got the first breaker. Got the double breaker. That's pretty good. And got the Burzy as well. Not a bad start for FoCuS right here. He still has that heal scroll. But there's more breakers coming. Chain wave, huge damage. There's one purge. Not enough mana for the next one at the moment. Casters in the back, not healing the rest of the army. Wolves resummon. Those are really good right now, but the Kodo goes down. The Breaker returns. Expansion, though, is mining.
Town is under siege.
The longer this goes, the better it is for FoCuS, but right now the supply lead is still on the human, and mana is very low on the orc side. Love the shop coming up right here. Potions would be absolutely fantastic. One more purge. Water Elemental taken out pretty quickly, but MK can also get these kills easy. Kodo does get away for the time being. Lots of gold income right now for the orc. But are these peons going to be allowed to keep mining? We'll see. AN level 4, Strong Brilliance. MK level 4, now the level 2 Bash. Kodo Beast going to be going down here. Breaker returns. Oh, there were a couple units dying here, by the way. This is a lot of corpses. Of course, the footies were harassing. Maybe also some headhunter died, I'm not sure. Oh, but the expansion seems to be toast. FoCuS didn't start the clarity running right away.
Town is under siege.
Arcane Tower now going to be up in a moment as well. Like the positioning here behind the shop. Chain Wave. Results in 1 kill on a Sorceress. Stumbled right away on the Berserker. That only makes sense. And the MX has a lot of mana here. And the shop now providing so much staying power. Mana potions, especially for the Mountain King. He's never going to run out of mana anymore. FoCuS trying to target the MK right here, but he's pretty tanky. When the mana runs out, that's normally when the orc will be in trouble. We got one more shockwave. Also a heal scroll. Kodo Beast did get 2 devours as it turns out. Takes out another priest. FoCuS is still trying to hold on. Level 4 is a decent level up. Improvement for the aura for everybody. Priest healer here, of course, is doing wonderful work. Supply is dead even. But looks like FoCuS is about to lose a bunch. Shaman goes down. And the Kodo goes down and the Breaker returns. Everything slowed. Heal scroll now, finally being used. His aim's about to level up though. Yep, there it is. Level 3 Water Elementals, the so-called Water Taurens. You know, Lin plays a different style. He doesn't go for the Expo, as it seems at the moment on this map. He goes Tier 3, Triple Hero with Blade Master 3rd, with Shadow Hunter 2nd. And now we got the double level 5, I think. That should be enough then, shouldn't it? Indeed. GG is called, and Sok takes the first map. 15.5 minutes. A classic game. No weird tier 3, no triple hero orc, no pally rifles. Nope, it was just a normal 1-base game. Well, 1-base initially, with a later expansion. Where did this game go wrong? I think the peon getting hunted down by the water elemental, that really was painful. If that expansion had been up just half a minute earlier, could have made for a much better game. Also, I would have liked to see the AM getting pressured more by the wolves. Remember when the AM was close to the orc main base? He was low HP, and he was allowed to stay around and keep summoning water elementals, keep getting cancels on the buildings. I think FoCuS there should have been scouting more with the wolves, trying to catch the AM and preventing that cancel on the lodge that happened so many times. Shaman were never really able to accumulate too much mana. Seemed like they were just a little too limited at all times. FoCuS gonna have map pick though for our next map coming up. Hopefully he can tie things up here and then bring us to a long, even series. We've had double 3-0s today. We definitely don't want that to continue. All right, next map is Tidehunters. This is FoCuS's map pick. Very easy for Orc to expand on tier 2. We see that a lot. And it is a playable pally rifle map. Are we going to see a change in style here by Sock? He was slow to adopt the pally rifles, like I said before. Still don't think he's the best pally rifle player by any means. But he is going to give it a chance here. Orcs are, of course, always going for the same safe opening. I'm looking outside my window right now and I'm seeing heavy rain. I always like seeing rain at the moment because when it's raining, that means, first of all, temperatures are cooling down and it's not a super hot summer. This is my favorite thing about this summer so far. It hasn't been too hot. I really don't handle the heat too well. And also it means that our garden is getting watered by the rain, so I don't have to water it. That's a pog champ. So what most orcs are playing is 7 headhunters into Torrents. 1 Spirit Walker Torrents. We had like 38 degrees in Hessen. Yeah, but that was like 3 weeks ago. It hasn't been like that in forever. Today it's only 26 degrees. And it's going to drop to 21 degrees top temperatures next week. I love it. Militia trying to creep the smaller green camp, but the Farseer is already here. And we'll try to make this as difficult as possible.
A player's forces are under attack.
A little bit of poking right here. We have 1 hurt peasant in the back of the main, by the way, so that one could be picked off, maybe. It is 45 degrees Celsius in Podgorica at the moment. Where the hell is that? Montenegro. Oh, shit. I hope you got AC, bro. Either AC or natural resistance. Sick item for the Farseer, by the way. Mantle of Intelligence, absolutely wonderful. This is a perfect early game for FoCuS. 0 XP on the pally, and Farseer has half a level already, plus the Mantle. And this is what I was talking about when I said, you know, Sock's play rather, with pally rifles. I really don't think he's the best pally rifle player. He got separated from the rest of the army. The pally being forced to run away meant that the Farseer here got 1 camp in. 1 camp is not going to win the game, but that bit of experience, that Mantle, that does make a difference. Forcing a couple of holy lights here. One tower is going to be made in the end in the main base. Tech comparison, by the way. Let's take a look. Not that big of a difference. So orcs now, nowadays, against the petty rifles, are playing mostly Naga, I think. Naga second. Keep up the pressure. But could also play Panda. Panda would then, of course, be a lot more defensive. A lot more focused on creeping and leveling. But the new Panda, with the smaller range, I feel like is kind of garbage. On the change to the Panda, to the Breath of Fire, by the way, Don Dolare wrote a very detailed article on War 3 info. If you guys are interested, you can check that out. Of course, we all know the range was significantly decreased. And Panda has not been looking too great so far on the new patch.
A player's forces are under attack.
It is the Naga. Only 6 headhunters so far, though, not 7. Naga now applying serious pressure to the human army and main base. Nice deny there on the rifle, but one rifle still dead. Now the heroes can pressure the units, and the orc units can take some more creeps. This is a good start by FoCuS, very good. Pally has 0 experience still. But we've learned over the months and years that you can never underestimate Pally rifles. Once it gets to 50 supply, and once the Pally gets level 3, which at some point he will, it's still a dangerous strat. But it's a big delay. It's a big delay. FoCuS has a lot of time to get prepared. Lots of time to try to get to Torrents. Double Torrent Totem, in fact. I feel like I haven't seen that in a while. The big benefit of playing triple ranged hero with a Shadowhunter third later is that making Siphon mana work is very difficult. Normally when you use Siphon from range, this ranged heroes can just step back 2 steps and then the Siphon breaks. Oh, Sentry Ward, by the way. Sees this creep attempt. This is a beautiful invitation to a creep jack. And we do have level 2 fast here. There is Chain Lightning here. And again, the creeping is being heavily slowed down. This is all great for FoCuS. Seems to me like this game is going pretty much perfect so far for the Orc. Again, I think Sok is not playing the greatest petty rifle game right here. One Spirit Walker. Finally a shop coming up. Fastir getting siphoned there a little bit longer than ideal, but still some mana left over.
A player's forces are under attack.
The burrow's a bit late. FoCuS has to wait for that to complete. Then he can make third hero and Torrens. And indeed he does. Lumber seems to be the bottleneck here. This all takes a lot of lumber. The upgrades for the walkers, the heroes, the tech, and the Torrents themselves. Torrents are 100 lumber each. Pally, by the way, finally got the level up. Bad items, though. Claws of Attack, not good for this strategy. Unless you go for Firelord, then it's good, but normally you want to have defensive items. The rifles bring enough damage already to this army, to this strat. So normally you want to have defensive items to keep your heroes alive. Sobi Mask, now that's good. That's good for almost everybody, almost all the time. Oh, Flame Strike. Quick reaction though by FoCuS. Didn't take too much damage here. FoCuS wants to get a lot more upgrades. Including Berserker training, right? Don't you want Berserker training? We're getting pulverized first. Another lumber heavy upgrade. You can really see how much lumber this all takes. Love the Orb of Lightning, by the way. It should be on the fast here then. Oh, Flame Strike, some decent damage again. The Headhunter upgrade now comes into play. Troll Region was researched a long time ago. Item here was Pendant of Energy. That's actually really nice as well. And there we go. Improved Pulverize, finished. Berserker training, about to finish. Pally got the level 3. At last, Sok got the levels that he needs at minimum. Pally 3. Blood Mage could perhaps even work on level 1. But of course there was also another transition. Sok going tier 3, going for Griffins. They're going to do very well against Torrents and Walkers. A little bit less impressive against Berserkers. But the Rifles can win the fight against the Berserkers easy. Oh, there's a Tiny. FoCuS going for an early. Perhaps we can call it greedy. Tiny Great Hall. Setting up another burrow as well. It's going to be level 3 for the first hero. Found a Mana Stone earlier, by the way. That's on the Naga right now. Item here is Big Invuln. Could be quite useful as well in the right moment. Not the best item though, to be honest. And we do have a Fire Lord third for Sok, so finally has someone to carry the damage items. Another Sobi Mask found. Okay. Double Sobi is pretty crazy. There's going to be insane mana on these heroes. Fork Lightning, Chain Lightning, Zippity Zap. Orb of Lightning on the Shadow, by the way. I'm not sure. Who's got the faster attack speed, by the way? Shadow or Farseer? Oh, and there's the Purge. And that's why you want Orb of Lightning. That makes it hard for the human to kite. If the Orb procs, good dodge again on the Flame Strike. It's only level 1 Flame Strike, not that much damage anyways. But he's about to get the level up right here to 3. Expo is mining. We got a lot of Torrents coming out. Question is, when does FoCuS have to pivot into more Berserkers? He might not be aware yet about the Griffins. Flame Strike. Getting dodged here for the most part. Level 2 for the Shadow. And this is just looking like a very, very good counterplay game by FoCuS. The early expansion made sense here with the human teching to tier 3 so fast. He knows he's got lots of time before the Griffins are really ready. And now we got a big army right here for FoCuS. Going for a Bestiary as well. Both Raiders and Kodos will be big upgrades.
A player's forces are under attack.
And still lots of room to grow for the Orc heroes. Would love to see some armor upgrades also. Would help both the Torrents and the Berzies. This human army is not big enough. This is only 6 rifles. This is kind of a joke. Invo Potion necessary to save this Blood Mage. Holy Light. Oh, wait. Hex comes in. Blood Mage in trouble. Too slow with the Holy Light. Why didn't he use Holy Light before? That was a big mistake. He had a lot of time to use that Holy Light, but waited to get hexed again. And almost loses the Fire Lord as well. FoCuS clearly outplaying Sok here pretty much every step of the way. Yeah, I think Sok might do better to just not play Pally Rifles. He's just, honestly, not good with this strat.
A player's forces are under attack.
There would be so much value in one armor upgrade. FoCuS! Armor upgrade is better than second attack upgrade. Hex on the Griffin as well. Might not be able to get the altar though. In come the Militia. They might have a very tough time against these Torrents. And we got 3 Torrents still on the field. Hex comes in, purged by his own... Oh, but still the pally goes down. Purged by the Orbital Lightning is what I wanted to say. And that is going to tie things up. Thank God, finally we have a closer series focused with a very strong counter pally rifle play. Does take map 2. Alrighty. Pally rifles. It seems like nowadays not always super strong in everyone's hands. Maybe you do have to be a bit of a specialist. And that specialist, I've always felt, Sock never was. Never that impressive with this strategy. Maybe on the next map he's going to return more to standard AM footies. Either rifle play or breaker play. Maybe even an expo, but unfortunately it seems like fast expansion is looking rather difficult to pull off in this matchup. Getting ready for the next map where the pick is going to be Last Refuge, it seems. From the games I've seen lately, it seems like most humans here play Archmage. And it's not that preferred of a pally rifle map. I just said that I think Sock shouldn't play pally rifles, but honestly on this map I think maybe he should play pally rifles. In my opinion this is a terrible map for Archmage. Because level 2 is very, very hard to achieve. Level 3 is basically impossible. It's also the one map where orcs sometimes play Blade Master against human. Especially from Lin, we've seen that many times. And if you have a good early game, if you can really significantly slow down the Archmage, then I think it can be quite good indeed for that style. But what do you do if you got Blade Master versus pally rifles? Then you might find yourself in trouble. Sock is again, in fact, going for the pally rifle. I think it makes sense on this map. I feel like AM almost never has a bad map. AM is almost always playable and good everywhere. But yeah, here, against Orc, I feel like he's kind of trash. Is this gonna be a grunt opening? It's certainly gonna be one grunt. But no, it's Farseer. Farseer 1 grunt into Headhunters, which is not good against Riflemen, to be honest. The grunt takes a ton of damage when running in. He gets kited heavily. Normally the grunt gets in like 3 or 4 hits, and then he loses 500 HP, and then he has to run away. Usually grunt is not a worthwhile investment against the pally rifles. Quick level 2 is what the Paladin is looking for. Oh, Foster is actually going to create a little camp for himself here at the start. Or perhaps only the item. Crystal Ball, not the best find, really. Claws for the pally. Good for the early game. Not good beyond that. Oh, and snare. That's gonna force a Holy Light at least. Good militia call right here, but it slows down the tech again. At least by a little bit. Grunt is actually doing a lot more damage than normally we see him do. But before too long, he will be forced back. Grunt also will need to receive a heal salve later on, whereas Headhunters you can just save on low HP, and then with the Troll Regen upgrade, they will all slowly heal up. Farseer himself took quite a bit of damage there already. But now the awkward thing is, where do you creep next? This green camp here is the easiest, but FoCuS is right there next to him. End snares here can make things weird. Oh, and there we go. Double end snare. Pally is running out of mana quick. Ooh, one rifle lost in the very early game. Wolf Summon not ready at the moment. Oh, last hit steal! Oh, damn. FoCuS with a great showing right here. We got one Holy Light only left. Oh, but there's level 2 finally. The Wolf was enough. Now we got the Aura. And that does make things, in fact, a lot easier. Oh, using the detection to see the Invis creep. Nice! That's a rare sight. And that's level 2. And a Mantle. Again, a great item for the Farseer. Mantle and Slippers, dude. I'm telling you. Mantle and Slippers are OP when you get it as main stat. The mana has been recovered on the Pally. He's got 2 Holy Lights, so nothing else should be dying. And I guess he did get a lot more experience on the second map, so perhaps we can call that an improvement. Oh, Panda second this time. Oh, the new Panda. Creepjack, inbound. FoCuS has to react quickly. Falling back with the Panda. Wand of Mana Steel. Quite the nice item. These wolves being donated for no good reason, to be honest. A little bit more XP with this Pally. Oh, FoCuS wants to creep on the high ground. Does Sok have the star sense? Is he expecting this move? Oh, FoCuS is returning into the human army. I think that's what you don't want to do right now. Brawl against the human. Sok is quickly getting stronger. Blood Mage coming out. Long rifles. Already finished. Oh wait, it's a bestiary. Oh, he's playing completely different here. No tier 3, no Torrents. Tier 2 bestiary. Armor upgrades. He's gonna pivot now into Raider Grunt. With this style, normally you want an expansion though, right? I would think so. Level 1 Siphon, not scary yet, but of course we all know on level 3 Blood Mage, level 2 Siphon, things will get a lot more hectic.
A player's forces are under attack.
So Sok made a Sanctum this time. I guess he wants to add in some Sorks. Healthstone, pretty nice for the Panda. But Siphon Mana has become more... It's going to become more and more dangerous against him. It's just tier 2. Normally orcs rely heavily on heal scrolls to be strong on tier 2. But against rifle caster armies... Excuse me, against parry rifle armies, it's just single target focus on your units. So very often heal scrolls don't do much. Focus trying to take this camp away from the opponent. Lots of spells used to get the last hit. Picks it up. One of the Wind. Really good against the Blood Mage. Could use that right now. Oh, Pally. Way too far up front. That is going to be a TP forced, most likely. Oh, no, never mind. One of the Wind used up already. Minimal damage on the human, to be honest. We have Banish as well to protect the units. And I would say this is looking better and better for Sok. Tier 2 Orc, we have not seen beat Pally Rifle in a long time. Oh, and now we get the slow. Banish on the Sorceress. Can't kill it quite. Holy Light. Sorcerer saved.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well, FoCuS, this is looking rough. How would he get out of this? And the Breath of Fire range decrease certainly becoming noticeable. FoCuS has to TP out. Doesn't save the Kodo Beast. This is just... This is just looking terrible. No tier 3 here. No tier 3 here. Sok towering up a little bit. Setting up Blacksmith also. Looks like he's worried about getting hit and run abused. It's kind of difficult to play hit and run though on this map. Because the opponent always has to come from this avenue pretty much. If the human army is somewhere here in the middle, it's easy to intercept. Siphon Mana against the Panda. He gets up one Breath of Fire. Siphon again though. Breath of Fire. The range ain't great. And this fight seems to be very easy for Sok, picking off one target after the next. He's got superior healing, superior mana, superior army. It still very much looks like tier 2 orc cannot beat pele rifles. The other game wasn't as good as it was on the previous map, so maybe for that reason FoCuS thought he couldn't get away with a tier 3 Tauren build too well. But this just looked absolutely hopeless. Maybe he was banking on an expo. Maybe if he has expansion, there's a chance. But we never got to that point. Sok was attacking early, even with only Paddy level 2. And that is going to be map 3, going to the human. Two match points now for Sok. It would be the 5th win for Sok if he gets the W here. It would be the 5th loss for FoCuS, by the way. If FoCuS loses here today, he's going to be looking kind of rough in the group stage. He's going to have a long ascension phase ahead of him, possibly. In case you guys don't know exactly how this works. We're going to have an ascension phase. The playoffs stage is going to be the so-called ascension phase. This means the higher you score in the group stages, the higher you're going to be seeded into the playoffs. So, if you're a low seed, if you did poorly in the group, they're going to be starting all the way down here. And you would have to fight like an anime arc through like 14 different players to get to the grand final. This also means that first place finisher will make it to the grand final right away. So, finishing high, especially finishing first, is extremely valuable in this tournament. Top 2 will have $5,000 guaranteed, minimum each. Right now, Happy and Kaho and Labby and Infi are looking the best in the points. Sok also looking decent, 24 points after 7 matches, but that is more than a couple of the other players as far as matches go. All right. Let's get ready for map number 4. Can FoCuS win it here? Bring us to a decider map? I would love to see it. Let's take a look then. Change the password? Okay, I got it. Springtime for map number 4. This is another very popular map for pele rifle, as we all know. Oh wait, I didn't update the score yet. There we go. 2-1 now, the lead for Sok. Does Starbuck still play, question mark? Yes, he does. He's playing in this tournament as well. He's had a tough time so far in this tourney, but still many games to come for him. But Starbuck is right now on vacation for some weeks. Yo, I just tuned in. How are the series so far? Leon is asking in the chat. Well, the first 2 series of the day were very one-sided. Moon got owned by Kaho, and Colorful got owned by Happy. This series has been looking the closest so far, especially if now Sok could win. We would go to a 5th map decider, which I think we all would love to see. And it is indeed again pele rifle play. Moon is 40 years old? Really? Is he that old? Wait. Moon. On Wikipedia. He's 38. I mean, I get what you're saying. 38 is pretty close to 40. But not yet 40. How old is Lynn? Lynn is also 38. Infi must be younger, right? Infi's 35. Man, we are some old gamers, aren't we? Happy is the same age as me, I think. 34, yeah. 1991, boys. Best year. Okay, let's look at the game, though. We got the Farseer once again, pushing across the map. Are you a millennial? I think according to definition, yes, I am.
The player's forces are under attack.
So FoCuS would love to repeat the same game that we had on map number 2. Heavy pressure with the Farseer, allow 0 creeping for the human. 0 experience was on the Paladin for the longest time. This was very well done. Are you part of the generation who says Booyah? Nope, I wouldn't do that, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel that's mostly what people do though on Instagram. I shouldn't say I never got Instagram. I did create an account on Instagram, but I never once uploaded anything or ever used the app. I just sometimes use the webpage to look at, you know, some people. Maybe that does make me a boomer. Maybe not having Instagram and never using Instagram. It sounds like kind of a thing that a boomer would do. But I'm not on Facebook. Unlike real boomers. Good job with the wolves, by the way. 0 experience given away. On tier 2, FoCuS can go for a Naga. And keep the human from creeping for even longer. I feel like this map allows for a really good panda creep route, by the way. If you go panda second here and the opponent is far away, then you creep this camp. If the opponent is close, you can either go for this camp or this camp or this camp. Of course, the panda rifle army is pretty slow, doesn't have summons, so it's hard for them to scout. Paladin finally got 1 single wolf. Still far, far from a level up. FoCuS gonna use these couple of seconds he got to get the last hit and item. Ring of Protection. The Ensnare, though, is gonna swiftly be punished. Oh, Headhunter almost died to the creeps, but not quite. And now the 2 ranged heroes forcing away the rifleman. The rest of the camp goes to the human, and still Sok has to play very defensive until the Blood Mage is out. And he's got the long rifles. Lumber is low for him right now, because of all the militia he had to call. But he's not going to need lumber for much else, aside from upgrades, I guess. And this time we are on the way to tier 3. We are getting Torrent Totem. We'll see if it's going to be 1 or 2. Level 2 for the Farseer. And the Headhunters will all be healing up soon with that troll regen. FoCuS seems to have the right idea of where the opponent is. Pally so close to the level up. Would love to get that level 2 right here. Oh, 1 of Mana Steal, by the way. Mana on the Pally now very low. Chain Lightning, not quite in time though. Didn't even use it. And so all the rifles are still alive. And these Headhunters were very close to falling. But we got double Lightning now. If it comes to an early brawl, Fork Lightning, Chain Lightning could be quite good. And the Sentry Ward. Ooh, I love the Sentry Ward. Sentry sees Sok approaching. Maybe FoCuS shouldn't have started the camp. I'm not sure who got the last hit. It was the Orc actually, because there's 0 XP on the Blood Mage. Chain Lightning, Fog Lightning, there it is. Headhunters, very low HP. That Regen Scroll though now, really, really nice. Clarity running as well. Still looking for that level 2, that one last hit. Big creep, still up for grabs. Chain Lightning to secure it. One Headhunter died, but certainly worth it to get the item here. It is one of Mana Steal again. Did he just Mana Steal the out of mana Blood Mage? Is that what just happened? It looked like it. 2 Headhunters go down. Perhaps not ideal. There's a lot of Headhunters, by the way. Wait a minute. How many was this? 8 Headhunters. He made in total. That might be too many. FoCuS always sticking around, wants to make creeping for the opponent as hard as he can. But the Siphon mana is starting to take effect. Farseer, very low on mana. To be honest though, on the human side we also don't have that much mana. FoCuS picking up a heal scroll, waiting for the Shadowhunter to join. Berserker draining just finished. The Sentry Watchstar gives him perfect vision right here. Oh, Fog Lightning could be huge. If he gets the steal... Oh, shit! He got it! Big steal right there. Experience swing. And now we got the first Torrent coming in. Improved Pulverize, not yet ready. Blood Mage, very low HP. Uncomfortable position for Sok here. He doesn't have the levels yet that he needs. He needs level 3 Pally. That's the most important. Where is the Spirit Link, by the way? There we go, finally. And TP out. Sok does not like what he's looking at right now. It's going to be 2 rifles falling. He's on the way to tier 3, by the way. And this would again be a perfect position to go for Tiny Great Hall, I think. Pick up the red camp item here, and then go for the Tiny. FoCuS seems to be now far ahead. Finally, we had a close series today. Thank the Lord. Ooh, Ancient Django. Really good item. Hell yeah. Sok creeping in the middle. We are 10 minutes in the game, and he's still not level 3 Paladin. Masterclass game by FoCuS right here. Showing a very impressive game. What was the item? Toby Mask, though. Very good item indeed. The synergy of Spirit Link and Troll Regen is so good. You spread the damage onto the Berserkers and then they slowly heal up over time. Love to see it. Got an early armor upgrade coming as well for the Orc army. I like that as well. Quite a bit. And lots of gold on FoCuS. This might... Wait. He forgot the shop. He forgot the shop! He's running home! He's trying to get to the shop, but he forgot it! Oh, FoCuS! This would have been the easiest Tiny Great Hall right now. Oh. LOL. Dude, Pally is still on level 3. He's only getting it now. Didn't get the item here. Origami's pretty fast. Spirit Link missing on the Torrent. That is one significant mistake. The Walker. Micro here looking a bit shaky by FoCuS, but good enough. He's far enough ahead. It's going to be 2 kills. Lose the Walker. Unnecessarily. But he forced the TP, got some kills. We'll get the rest of the camp. Should get the red as well. And he finally has a shop, believe it or not. But we've got Griffins coming already. The tiny Great Hall was supposed to be up. There's an item on the ground, FoCuS! Oh my god. Is FoCuS throwing this game away right now? Okay, did he realize? Item? 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 What is going on? Next red camp item though. Double big auras. Ancient Django and the Endurance. These are the Orc auras after all. Can he still go for a tiny? I mean, it looks that way. He's got so much gold. Sog's at 50 supply as well. Ring of Protection, not a good item. I guess it's going to be more gold. So now it should be time for Clarities, Mana Potions, and a Tiny. Clarity. Clarity. Alright. Still 1500 gold. Tiny. Alright. Orb. Alright. I like that. And now you want to make units. Because you need to be able to defend the Tiny. This could be a winnable fight maybe for Sok. With good positioning on these Griffins especially. Why isn't he making more units? There's still more gold for FoCuS here. Level 2 Flame Strike. There's 2 heal scrolls against it though. That's really strong. And now we got a Kodo Beast as well. Wait. He's got a Kodo Beast and he's got the aura. I guess that's redundancy. Flame Strike. A lot of damage taken. Didn't really dodge that one. Okay, trying to take out the creeps. The Tauren is going to go down quite quickly if he's taking too much fire here. Of course, against the Griffins, the Taurens aren't really what you want to have anyways. Flame Strike. Good amount of damage again, but slow healing on the Berserkers. Enjoying that regen. Low HP on the Paladin, by the way. Why is he so low, I wonder? That mage out of mana at the moment. Only level 1 Siphon, obviously. Oh, there's an Ensnare. Bossier. Oh, looking for the kill on the Paladin. Does get it. And with the Pally dead, this game is surely now going to FoCuS. Going for the Tavern Res. But it's 71 orc supply. Gigantic army. Much of it is hurt, but I think it still has heal scrolls, right? Yeah, double heal scroll still available on the orc right here. Using one right there. Chain Lightning. Did he make it out? Yes, he did. Good staff. Saves the Blood Mage. But this game is going to FoCuS for sure. Is Sok going to waste our time here and stay in this game, or is it time to GG? Alright, I guess Sok is going to give it one last chance, but there is absolutely no way he can win this game. Tauren denied. Rip. And Ancestral Spirit, baby. Alright, lots of clarities running. Even a speed scroll this time. Ooh, the Hex. Prevents the damage there from the Flame Strike. Well done. And that's gonna do it. GG 1-0. Doesn't make sense. 2-2 is the score. FoCuS ties things up again. He was staring the loss in the face already. Match point defended though. And FoCuS going to take us to a 5th map decider. That's the way we want to see it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I would say pretty clearly, once again, it becomes obvious FoCuS is not the best pally rifle player. Maybe I'm saying this too often. Maybe I shouldn't keep repeating it. My intention is not to sound mean or to harp on it too much, to be too unforgiving. But yeah, I think it's obvious. You know, when we see other humans play, there is a different level of play there. One last map to decide things. We got the Gamba up already. Who's going to take the 4 points? Who's going to take the 2 points? Of course, in this tournament format, you get some points for winning and some points for winning maps. That's not exactly the most eloquent way to say this. There's 6 points available for every series. If you win 3-0, you get all 6 points. But if you also win some maps but lose the series, you get 1 point per map 1 if you lost still. So, one player here is going to get 2 points, and one's going to get 4. And our decision will be made on Hammerfall. And FoCuS is returning to Archmage play. And I think that's the right call. I would say that is clearly his better strategy. He's got the altar pointing towards the gold mine, by the way. Is he going for an expansion? That's something that was played a lot a while ago, a year or so ago. Basically, before pally rifles took over, we used to see quite a bit of human fast expo. Very rare to see these days, though. Of course, against Orc, expansions are the hardest to play, always. That goes for human and that goes for undead as well. Because of how strong Orc becomes quickly on tier 2. FoCuS going for the straight Headhunter build, not one grunt into Headhunters. Against Fast Expo, you would love to have one grunt into Headhunters. Grunt really good at pressuring footies and especially peasants.
Thankful that I can tune into the streams. Appreciate you for all of the content over the years back to Warcraft.
Yo, thank you very much, Drywall Puncher 69 with the resub. We appreciate the support a lot. Okay, Fastier. Is he going to check for this? Of course, at the start of the game, the Orc is kind of in the dark. But now, indeed, FoCuS finds out what he's facing. Item here for the AM is the Periapt of Vitality. Not the greatest. That's going to be some peasants going down for sure. This wasn't the cleanest creep, right? Watch Elements are full HP, and the peasants are low HP. It's supposed to be the other way around. 3 peasants dead already. Almost a last hit steal. But not quite. And that's going to be peasant number 4. Wait, was it 3 or 4 peasants? This was not a clean start by FoCuS right here. Good deny though. Keeping experience low on the Farseer. But yeah, this power build has to wait quite some time. He's pulling the peasants back. We don't have a fourth farm yet, by the way. Going for the arcane tower. It's a lot of time for FoCuS to keep up the pressure, and no human expansion coming up yet. AM has the boots, though. With that, he can threaten kills on these headhunters more easily. Good starter stepping here against the peasants. Wolves on the Archmage, forcing him away. Now it's important for Sok to stick around here with the footies. Don't allow for an expo cancel. Why is he falling back? Why is he falling back? He's running away. He's running away from the town hall. That's a cancel. Sok is making a lot of mistakes in this early game. You need to stay here, even if it costs you a couple of footies. You have to defend that expansion. It's a delay on the expo, followed by a cancel. Lots of lost resources and time right there. Excellent early game by FoCuS. How is he going to follow up is the question. Is he going to go counter expo with TC? He could. Or is he going to go all in with Firelord? It's also doable. Oh my god, is that another cancel? Wolf resummon is not ready yet though. Oh my god, if that's cancel again. I don't think he can get it. Okay, now Sok with the opportunity to catch the headhunters in a bad position. Should be able to get at least one? No. Headhunters actually get away somehow. And now, at last, the expo is finishing. That took a long time, though. Okay, Archmage. He needs to find some follow-up kills. He's looking for the headhunters. We got double bestiary. That likely means no counter expansion, but just aggression, mass raider, all in. Whoops. One headhunter there, running into the creeps. One headhunter here, dying to the Archmage. FoCuS could save this headhunter if he just ran it back towards the middle. So 3 headhunters lost. This was not ideal by FoCuS. And the fast here is only level 1 still. He really didn't get much experience this game. Archmage 2.5. But the Orc shop should be finishing. Oh, so close. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's a cancel. Oh, damn. Last second cancel. No salves. No clarity. Such a close call. FoCuS now making a few mistakes after Sok made some gigantic mistakes in the early game. But now we have a bunch of footies out. Pillage being resurged very early. FoCuS still go for a shop, go for backpack, bring in the items with the raiders. That's something that's way too rarely done anyways. It is shockwave on the TC. Makes sense against buildings, of course. And now there's probably going to be a lot of footies going down. Once we got Ensnare. There we go. Ensnare now ready. And now it's going to be one pickoff after the next. Usually. And that is where FoCuS is going to try to get his levels. Setting up a shop. Getting backpack. I like to see that. And indeed the raiders will be able to bring it in. Lots of towers here being set up at the expo. But the guard towers aren't done yet. I am healing up the footies in the main base. 60 seconds until tier 2 is done.
A player's forces are under attack.
Shockwave cancels the healing. And raiders trying to take out the shop, which they will. Getting some money returned from pillage already. Archmage didn't get that level 3. Only weak level 1 water elementals available at the moment. FoCuS needs to send a raider to the shop here. Like I said, this is something unfortunately most orcs are not familiar with. Still didn't get anything. FoCuS, what are you doing? We need to get some heal cells. And ideally also clarities. FoCuS getting quite a bit of gold here. Attacking the town hall. With the pillage, of course. Oh, good shockwave against the units. Farseer got the level 2 already. TC is not too far away anymore. It's a lot of kills, and this is what the Mass Raider Mass Ensnare does for you. Maybe now he's bringing it finally. Shockwave. Again, that was the last one. TC can now attack the town hall as well. He's out of mana. FoCuS had no losses here for a while, but now some raiders are going to be falling. Mass Ensnare on the Archmage. That's going to require the TP then. MK, by the way, joining in now. AM saves himself towards the main base. Finally, we got some goddamn heal cells being brought. Tense moment in the game. Can FoCuS break through here? Can he take out the town hall? Lots of ensnare against the repairing peasants, but still the town hall is pretty high HP. He's got masonry as well. That's a great call. Some raiders are dying, but they're not giving experience going down to the towers. But FoCuS has to back away. Archmage living a dangerous life here. If he gets mass ensnared, that could be his end. The MK needs to come out, needs to help. Lots and lots of kills for FoCuS, but he doesn't break the expansion. It's still up there. This looks like FoCuS has never used backpack once in his life, by the way. This is really, really bad backpack usage. He could have healed up these low raiders 2 minutes ago.
A player's forces are under attack.
Can FoCuS still counter expand, or is it too late for that? Well, he's gonna try to. Claws +8, very good. Farseer level 3, very good. TC getting close also to the level up. Actually, Farseer is not quite getting it. Spirit Lodge coming now to have Purge later on. Sok is still licking his wounds. Sok is far from ready for a fight. He's not even ready to move out on the map. He doesn't even have a Sanctum yet. So FoCuS indeed has lots of time. This expo will certainly finish. FoCuS playing heavy defense here. And the great thing for FoCuS is, they say FoCuS playing defense, of course, Sok is playing defense. Great thing for FoCuS is, he can always attack the enemy expansion, force the opponent back, and he's getting resources from it. Thanks to the pillage, he's getting lots and lots of gold and lumber to put towards the war effort. Double level 3, there we go. Big level ups for the Orc heroes. Big item picked up as well. Mana Potion. Grande. By that I mean big mana potion, you know. Grande mana potion. I like the farm wall over here, making it hard for the raiders to get to the town hall. Chain lightning. Shockwave. That's going to be 3 peasants killed. In exchange for 1 raider. Archmage caught with a mass ensnare. It's going to be a TP forced. Probably. Next ensnare. Waiting a long time for that TP. And this did cost a lot of raiders this time. Quite a few corpses we can see here gathered on the ground. Mana potion, chain lightning again, mana potion, shockwave. That was a terrible shockwave. Didn't kill any peasants. Only hit the buildings. Archmage here now, feeling very afraid. No TP anymore. He's got a heal potion, though he used the heal pot. Oh, Kodo Beast will be a big kill. Stormbolt and Water Elemental FoCuS doing a great job. We don't have Shaman yet in this fight. Did he even produce anything? I don't think so. FoCuS gonna TP away. Trying to get away with the rest alive, and he does. And the expansion now finishing up. I would say this game is looking great for FoCuS because he's way ahead on levels. Double level 5, absolutely a possibility for FoCuS this game. But he needs to start making some Shaman. He's gonna have the resources surely. Lots of lumber already on him with the peons having been busy in the main that whole time. And Soxel has to do a lot of creeping. He needs MK level 3 minimum, AM level 4 minimum. Big requirements, difficult to achieve. FoCuS seems to have a big lead here still. FoCuS picking up a TP. He could go for another pillage assault. Once again. Ring of Regen on the TC. Really good. You like to have that regen. FoCuS still only at 50 supply. Same for Sock, actually.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, look at the Raider upgrades, by the way. 2-1 already. It's going to translate very well to the Grunts also, which probably now is going to be adding against the Breakers. Grunts, Kodos, Shaman, Raider. That's the army. Maybe some Headhunters. And again, a couple of easy pickoffs here. Shockwave. Nope, not yet. Chainwave against the Peasants. It's going to be a couple kills right away, but beautiful heal scroll coming in, saving those Peasants, most of them anyways. TP out by FoCuS. Also, great escape. Saving 2 Herd Raiders. Didn't lose anything. It was only a couple of Peasants killed. And I guess some farms taken out. Bit more experience for FoCuS. And now he's about to hit double level 4. FoCuS is in an amazing position right here. Going into upkeep. He's got a large army. A double heal scroll. Looking to pick up the next big item. Get that double level up. What is it? One of Mana Steel. Alright, not bad. And once again, we go towards the expansion. Some researches, upgrades coming for the Breakers. They're going to be on 1-1. Rifles with a 0-0. Sock's army is looking laughable, though. This whole game, he's been only at 50 supply or less. TP forced, and FoCuS just turns around. He didn't skill level 2 Aura yet.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hello? FoCuS? That's... How can you not see that? Like, it's always in the top left corner. You always see the 1. You can spend 1 skill point. I never get that people don't do this quickly. Oh, heal wards. Hell yeah. That's a sick item. Clap Blizzard combo has huge potential for the late game. FoCuS hoarding a lot of gold, by the way.
Players' forces are under attack.
Triple heal scroll on FoCuS though. MK now out of mana, but he's got the mana potion. Invuln also necessary. And of course we got a ton of ensnare here to force the fight. Chain wave! Oh my god, huge damage! Heal scroll against it. It was very much needed. Heal scroll should also be coming in here by FoCuS. He's got one of the TC. Chain wave once more. This one didn't seem to hit too well, but good enough. Damage is done. Peasants are going down like flies. Sock finally went into upkeep. He's gonna TP back to the main base. Doesn't like the positioning here. Needs to get back to the shop. Mana potion clarity badly needed on the Mountain King. But he doesn't have Invuln anymore, and it's also very scary. Chain wave again. Only 1 kill actually, but lots of damage. And here comes the lightning shield. Love to see that. Sock is still alive.
A player's forces are
But
under
FoCuS
attack.
clearly in the driver's seat. Getting closer to those level 5s. Archmage just got level 4 a little moment ago. Would love to get MK4 also. FoCuS could even expand a second time, I think.
A player's forces are under attack.
Triple heal scroll on FoCuS. Such a gigantic army. 2 upgrades. And a whole lot of raiders. What was the score for Happy? That was 3-0. TC's almost there. One little kill is gonna be enough. Double mana potion, hell yeah. Triple mana potion, excuse me. Triple mana pot on the Orc Heroes. Gonna be chain wave festivities.
A player's forces are under attack.
And there we go. That's level 5. FoCuS has so many items, he can't even hold them all. I guess he can pick them up, though, with his units with backpack. And he's indeed expanding again, hell yeah.
Under siege.
Why not? Main base is about to expire very, very soon. Chain lightning. Whee! Good damage, and that's level 5. Oh, shit. Now we got double level 5. And now, have fun with that chain wave. Of course, the breakers unaffected. It's a good breaker front line here. Bad position to fight for FoCuS right now. Chain wave there hit not the greatest, to be honest. Of course, the mass ensnare also very good against the Archmage Blizzard. The raiders are running around, but the grunts are doing some good damage. They work well against the breakers and against the Mountain King. Breakers now also on 1-2 upgrades. Beautiful ensnares all the time. I'm waiting for those mana potions. For more chain wave. Some grunts falling. Oh, claws of attack dropped from the grunt. Chain wave! AM almost goes down. Has to back off. Human heroes are very, very hurt. There's no shop here at the expo. Very painful. Would love to go for some potions right now, but he can't. And the AM falls with one more chain lightning. In the human army now. In absolute shambles. MK is about to follow. He's got no invo potion. Sok got a couple of kills, but not enough. Chain wave, or in this case, only wave. Looking for more kills, one by one. Looking for the catch, with more and more ensnares as well. And that is going to do it. FoCuS with a third base coming up behind this. Will win this series, 3-2. Good back and forth. Highlight of the day. And the winner is FoCuS. I'm glad we got to see one tight series, one good back and forth, even if the other 2 matches were indeed very one-sided. With Kaho 3-0ing Moon at the start of the day and Happy 3-0ing Colorful. So that's a bit of recovery for FoCuS. He didn't start off too well into this group stage. Wait, here we are. His score before today was 2-4 with 10 points. Now he's 3-4 with 14 points. That looks quite a bit better already. If FoCuS can also get another win and a bunch of points from the next series, all of a sudden we're going to be seeing him more towards the midfield rather than towards the bottom. Do we have the points already updated? 1, 2, 3... 5. Happy with 5 matches, 28 points, only dropped 2 maps so far. Pretty crazy. Happy is technically behind Kaho in points right now, but that's only because Kaho has played more matches. Kaho with 29 points, also looking very strong. Labyrinth, positive surprise of the tournament so far. We haven't seen him today, but we saw him yesterday, victorious against Lawlight. That was a cool series as well. Lammy and Infi, I think most people, including me, didn't expect them to do so well. Infi as well with 24 points. Worse than Labby for sure. down by 1 point, and Labby still has one more series to play to get up to 7. Labby could, in fact, with the 7th game, catch up to Kaho. If he gets 5 points, possibly even 6, could catch up to Kaho. Sok right behind that. He's got 26 points now with the 2 points from today, but it's also his 8th game, so he's got more matches than most of the other players. Behind that, Lawlight with 19 points, 6 games, 1-0 with 18 points, 5 games, so 1-0 a bit better here than Lawlight, most likely, depending on the next series. Colorful. He's not looking great, is he? 8 matches, only 18 points, -6 map score. That is not the greatest showing by Colorful here so far. Had some close series though, but not today. Today against Happy it was very, very one-sided. Then behind him we have Life, who I still felt like was the most promising Night Elf for this tournament, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe that's rather Kaho, who has been getting better results. But Life also still has some more matches to play. If Life wins his next 2 matches, all of a sudden we're also going to see him high up there in the standings. Behind that, Fortitude. Undefeated so far, only dropped a single map so far. He only had 2 games. What's up with 40? What's up with the 40 games? We need to see some more 40 games soon, for sure. FoCuS, good recovery today. It was a tough start into the season, but now a decent win, even if it was a close win. Like I said, 4 more points for him today. But it might still be the lower end of the midfield. Lots will come down, I think, to the next play day for FoCuS. Behind him, Moon. Moon's looking rough. Moon's looking bad. Moon has 8 games, the most out of anybody, I guess, along with Sok. 8 games, only 10 points. That's very bad. That's very bad. Something is going wrong for Moon. Not wonderful in the slightest. Behind that, we have Lin. Only 7 points, but that's because Lin only had 2 matches so far. 1 win against Infi and 1 narrow loss against Life. Starbuck with 5 points only. Also, he had a very tough start into the season so far, but still many games to come. Maybe he can get out of it, climb out of the hole. Right now, he is on vacation. Soon, he will be back. And Fly. He has done by far the worst so far. Only 1 point after 4 matches. That is catastrophic. This season is perhaps already in the toilet. It looks like it's in the toilet for Fly. Who knows? Maybe the second half of the season, the group stage, he can do better, but I'm not holding my breath. All right. And that's it with the Super League today. Do we know already our matches for tomorrow? The answer is no. We don't know them yet. But they should be getting announced either later on tonight or early tomorrow morning. I'm going to be back tomorrow, of course, once again to cast the next play day. We're going to have 3 more best of 5s coming your way. And I think Neo is going to be there tomorrow as well. I'm not sure about that exactly, but maybe. Maybe. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you here tomorrow again for the next day of Super League. Take care. Oh, shit. Wait. We just got news, apparently. I don't know how we got it, but tomorrow's games should be Life versus Lawlight, 40 versus Labby. That's a sick game. 40 Labby. And Moon versus Fly. That's a basement duel. All right. Well, take care, everybody.